My apologies. I better get the card out now for the kid because he's going to ask me for it. So all good. Anyways, it's always a mission when you're live streaming, and you're kind of depending on kids. Anyways, so the ISS. Okay. So I've lost my train of thought. My goodness, how is it that kids can take over your life in its entirety and it's fine? My parents would have said, figure it out. If it's $11, don't put something down and buy something else. Like, be creative, think about things differently. I suppose kids are just different these days. Cheers, mate. Hey, thanks for joining. Yeah, the previous live stream, my son called while I was live streaming. My advice to him was basically figure it out. I'm at a Walmart parking lot, and he's got to pick up one of those, those phone pop-it thingies, that goes click, click, one of those. And let's just say, yeah, it's one of those where he has to figure it out. But anyways, so I was talking about these two astronauts that stuck at the ISS, and I'm totally into this into this. Yeah, exactly. It's not something I knew about until about a week or two ago, so I started following along. It's fascinating stuff. So I don't know, but yesterday there was a fairly long live stream, something like a 2 hour, 2.5 hours worth of live streaming, which was just fascinating stuff to watch. I did at one stage during the questions and answers, I did almost fall asleep slightly. If it wasn't for the fact that I have really comfortable, padding on the armrest, I would have completely fell. Did you? Yeah. Oh, you got the. Yeah. Thanks for that. Busy live streaming and you're calling, my boy. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome.
Okay, bye. Kids. So, but it's completely fascinating stuff. If it wasn't for my really comfortable chair, I would have just slid off of it and fell asleep on the floor or something ridiculous. But anyways, so the whole thing with this ISS mission, I think your plans change, just a smidge, if you think about the fact that the plan was for you to go up for 8 days, 7 or 8 days to the ISS station, and then something goes apocalyptically wrong with the thrusters. So they were talking about they were able to recreate the issue with the thrusters in 4 out of the 5. They were able to fix whatever the issue was for the most part. And then they realized these Teflon seals kept on failing, which was obviously not part of the plan. So, it is what it is. But long story short, I reckon you're planning, if you tell your wife or husband, boyfriend, I don't know, these guys, I'm sure they're married, but if you tell your partner, I'm gonna be gone for like 8 days, let's say you're in training for 6 months, you virtually never see your partner, and then you're gone for like Most of the time you spend a couple of hours a day together. You share your excitement. Oh, I'm going to go up into space, it's going to be wonderful, we're going to do this experiment, this, that, the next thing. And then as you go up, some of the things that where you're physically flying the I suppose you can call it a spaceship. So you're flying, you're maneuvering this thing, and you start seeing things fail, and you start working on workarounds and so on. Yeah. So you think about it, you spend like 6 months to a year, and then you reckon you're going to be gone for like 8 days. You have to debrief for like a week, and then go through physical therapy for like another week, and so on. And then after that you see your family again. You're reunited. You see your mom, dad, other family members. That kind of a thing, and life's good. And here we are, 4 months into a journey that was supposed to take eight days, and it gets worse. So the spaceship that's leaving to pick them up will only be Crew 9. That's leaving somewhere in September and only coming back to Earth in February. So you think about it, that's a solid 8 months away from home, with the time prior to it, and then debriefing, and I mean, there's no nice way of putting it. Remember Space Shuttle? Yeah. We used to watch those in school. It used to be like a really big thing, massive ordeal. I was talking about, I was explaining to my wife, when Charles and Diana got married, that was also a rather big deal. We would sit there for I don't know how many hours, almost the entire school day, on a television and watch it. So the shuttles used to be a big thing, science class and so on. And then all these major events. I don't know, do they still do that kind of stuff? I need to ask the kids whether they still do that. Although now everybody has a mobile phone and tablet and whatnot, computer, so they can probably sit down if they care about it in class at school. So I don't know, times have definitely changed, haven't they? But yeah, control of media and the message out there has definitely shifted. Before, we used to have 4 television channels or something ridiculous like that. You would sit there and flip through the channels. So boring. Okay, we're back to where we started. So that's the way it used to work. And now there's so much information available to us all, and we can do study virtually anything we want to. Black and white. I remember those days quite fondly. Yeah, black and white televisions. I think we had like a terrible television. The first one we had, I doubt it was I think normal, your 4:3 aspect televisions, those were all they were all, what were they, 480 by 360p pixels per inch. And now we're running 4K 50-inch televisions as a standard. So yeah, I mean, it's crazy how much technology has changed over the past few years. Fascinating stuff. But anyways, so where's the kid now? he went in, he plays tennis, so he got himself some of this. The reason why we're at Walmart is so I can get one of those pop-it thingies for the phone, and you know, the pop thing where you can slide it in between your fingers and hold on to it, you know, so when you're laying in bed holding it to your face and you're falling half asleep, it doesn't smack you in the face, it stays on your hand, that type of thing. But anyways, long story short, even though I gave him money for my stuff, he did manage to pick up his first. He also managed to get himself a burger and a soda. I should take a sip of his soda and not tell him. That's evil. I won't do it, my goodness. Although it is funny, I might just joke with him a little bit and tell him, you know, Dad took a sip of your soda. You won't drink it. Bugger. Oh, there he is. Hold on, let's hear. Ooh, watch out. Oh, there we go. Thank you, my boy. Listen, so I take it, it's okay if I take a sip out of your soda, seeing that you got your stuff before you bought my stuff, the reason why I sent you in.
Sure.
He's lying, liar. Okay, well, this is where I'm gonna call it, guys. Thanks for joining. Have a fantastic Sunday. Goodbye.